This is Josiah Plays Cyberpunk 2077. We're back here. We're outside the Konpeki Plaza super fancy luxury corporate hotel.
Waiting on you.
And Jackie is waiting on us.
You'll never guess who I was driving today. The mayor.
We're out front, Bug.
Member, reservations in your name, Ramon. You're there to meet Hajime Taki, Military Tech Department rep. Papers are for the Flathead.
Don't worry. Got this.
Third car was for her Puma.
Her Puma?
Puma?
That's right. The one that went extinct. Reintroduced it to match the color of her dress. So anyway, the mayor. Yeah, that's big.
Mayor Lucius Rhine. What's up, security guys?
Make moves, mano.
Making moves.
Welcome to Konpeki Plaza.
Thanks. They got a nice little tree. What if I immediately started hacking their televisions and shit? What do you think will happen? Nobody cares.
Welcome to Konpeki Plaza. Please come through single file.
You got it, home. Sir.
Holmes, sir?
Hold on. Sir, care to explain why you're bringing a combat bot onto Konpeki Plaza premises?
Oh shit.
Ah, you are here to see Taki-san, am I right? Please, accept my apologies for the confusion.
This should only take a moment, sir.
Whoa. You're being scanned.
Go ahead.
I guess T-Bug must have done her job well, but there's a thing I want to read over here. Hey, Amaranth, how you doing? Good to see ya. How goes the Cyberpunk? Good, I just started again. I mean, I just started my stream again just now. Looking for a career change? Join Netwatch. Tracking down Netrunner renegades, combating demons, rebuilding the American net. These are just some of the daily tasks entrusted to the special agents at Netwatch. If you'd rather lose your eyes than your deck, if an encounter with Mephistopheles is just another walk in the park for you, then maybe it's time you joined our team. Here's what you can expect to contribute as a Netwatch agent. Patrolling all public access levels of the net, tracking and eradicating illegal Netrunner activity, hunting down dangerous rogue AI, exploring and neutralizing threats in the oldest parts of the deep net, prohibiting the movement of people and AI across the Black Wall, assisting in the expansion of secure net space for public use. Thanks to Netwatch, thousands of people can freely use approved search engines and other net services without fear of falling victim to nefarious demon threats. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We serve tirelessly to eliminate corrupted data forts, safeguard our information, and arrest dangerous cyber criminals. Do you have what it takes? Apply today.
She wanted that. What?
Meanwhile...
Are you suggesting it's my idea? Do you hear yourself?
Do you hear yourself? What is all this about the net? Netrunners. In 2077, the use of computer technology has become truly universal. Some use a PDA, others personal computers, still others a neural processor. Regular Janes and Joes know how to use these systems to access information, communicate, even fight. But there are others who can use the same tech to work wonders. Netrunners. A Netrunner knows the ins and outs of computer systems, the programming languages, how to write or mod a killer virus. Deck in hand, they're just as dangerous as a corporate soldier armed to the teeth. Many netrunners are free agents working only for themselves, but a few have signed their own pacts with the megacorps and work to keep corporate data fortresses solid and impenetrable. Today, each and every corporation has a veritable army of netrunners on its payroll. Netrunners were once considered the rulers of cyberspace, using their skulljacks to roam a vast global network. They also needed special suits to cool their bodies, although a tub full of ice would do for penniless punks. But this era ended with the cataclysm wrought by the greatest runner of all, Raish Bartmoss. Cyberspace became a land of demons, cut off by the nearly impenetrable Black Wall. Tell me more about Netwatch. Vos videmus. Eus causa discimus. Netwatch was founded as a European net security company, but its success quickly transformed it into an international agency sponsored by corporations. The Net Police specializes in securing data fortresses, pursuing unlicensed AIs, neutralizing hacks, removing software threats, and apprehending troublesome netrunners. Netwatch also maintains the Black Wall, a barrier of ice that guards against rogue post-crash AIs. Corporate propaganda likes to portray Netwatch agents as defenders of humanity, without which the net would have long ago collapsed. The truth is that it's not so hard to become a public enemy in the eyes of Netwatch. Go ahead, jack in and read the security protocols sent to every user on the net. The moment you step over the line, some eager rookie in the nearest Netwatch division will have a file on you in no time. Tell me about Delamain. If you ever wish you could leave your problems at the door, make sure it's the door of a Delamain luxury cab. Delamain is the only cab service in Night City managed by an artificial intelligence and prioritizes passenger safety as highly as comfort. Delamain's intriguing personality alone is reason enough to travel in his company. He is likewise an excellent business partner due to his boundless dedication to improve the quality of his services through effective management and innovative technologies. Sponsored by Delamain Corp. Wait, did they lock me out?
Other gate, please.
Look at this guy. Look at this joker. Check in at reception. What if I don't? There's Saburo Arasaka. What if I just try to run past without checking in at reception?
Wait, we gotta check in first.
This guy is like the fucking concierge version of Happy Cow. Happy Concierge.
Yokoso. Greetings and welcome to Konpeki Plaza.
We'd like to check in.
Of course. Just a moment, please. The name on the reservation is?
Victorino.
Double room, 2 adults, 1 night, correct?
That's the one.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and notify Taki-san of your arrival.
Shit, no good. Not part of the plan. Talk her up, V. Stall.
That won't be necessary. We'll go freshen up first. Notify him ourselves.
But Taki-san is expecting you, no?
Senorita, do you know how long we've been traveling? 18 hours from New Barcelona. With a delay on Medikey because some cyberpsycho blew himself into bits inside the terminal.
Oh, a nightmare.
Of course, I understand. You'll be in the Lapis Lazuli suite on level 42.
Nice.
Oh, one more little formality. Please validate your SID chip.
Uh-oh.
Honor's all yours, Harry.
I guess I'll do that then. Look at those nails, though.
Everything seems to be in order. We wish you a pleasant stay.
Thank you.
Better get going.
New Barcelona, really?
It's called improvising. You should try it.
Where does this elevator go to? If I just casually start hacking the cameras, is anybody going to be upset? Here I am just conspicuously crouching down doing some net shit in the middle of the fucking foyer. Nothing suspicious going on here. Nothing sus going on here.
What do you think, Harry?
Hmm?
Quaint, cozy. Not like the hotel we had in Zurich for that convention.
Don't need that, Jack. Enough.
What? I'm taking this seriously.
How were you able to seduce the world's most expensive model?
I did not seduce her. I kidnapped her. Right after the Buenos Six show.
And they say romance
Well,
is dead.
on to the romantic. And Zakaria? How did she react?
I am certain I can convince her over supper. And should she not, I will send her home by plane tonight.
Sometimes you just gotta kidnap somebody. This place is fancy. Very fancy. Something weird's going on with your TV over there, folks. Jackie's like, what the fuck are you doing? What's up?
Just who are you, anyway?
Nobody. What's up?
What? Are you here on business?
They will remember nothing. What about me? I'll sure as shit remember. Shit. Why do I have to go gawking in there?
Still, you wish you made in 1 month what they make in 1 night.
Grab some engineering XP.
This has to be spotless. Enough for me to want to lick it. Got it?
Why would you want to lick it? Like, even if it was completely spotless.
You can rest up tomorrow when it's all over. That is, unless they decide to stay.
Wait, does this person... Oh, no, they've got a handheld thing. I thought they had like a cybernetic squeegee on their hand. I was gonna say, that is a highly specific implant.
Nothing surprises you. Don't let it. Some rich bitch lets all her dogs jump in the pool. You don't ask no questions. You don't stare. You don't fucking bother me. Guest makes his room look like a storm went through it.
I don't ask no questions. I don't stare. I don't fucking bother you.
Hey, you're a quick study. I like that. I guess kids want to throw a TV out the window? Same thing. You'll watch it happen.
What if they want to throw another person out the window?
Then you can fucking bother me. But do it fucking discreetly.
Training day. Excuse me. I'm not doing anything sus here. I just needed some medical supplies. Emergency. What's up, guys? Let me ask you guys a question. Do you like coffee? Ooh, let's breach some protocol. You guys like coffee? It didn't do shit. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Not authorized.
That is, unless they decide to stay.
Pecky Plaza. Jackie's still waiting for me over here, like, what the fuck?
Bar don't look too shabby.
Welcome to Konpeki Plaza. We don't do reservations weekdays, so feel free to grab any available table. Or a couple of stools at the bar if you prefer.
Could bring Misty here one day, when we, close this deal.
Wouldn't hurt to take a peek inside.
Shit! Looks like some fucking traveling salesman with this case. Going upstairs.
Let's check out the bar. We may find a famous video game designer here. They're like, man, our TVs are really on the fritz today.
Embargo. How does it fucking concern me? The garage I mentioned. They have 20 late model Daikani, 10 containers of armor-piercing ammunition, and a full ton of anti-personnel mines. Fix the situation, or the transports will go to the Soviet, the Zero Syndicate, or I will just drop them straight out of orbit. But first, I'll make certain they all drive over your lazy ass. Do you know why? Because Hajime Taki always fulfills his contracts. Always! And if I promise the curse, they will have the Daikani to help them in the negotiations with a petrochem. Then the smoke from those fucking bio farms will sting guy in a nice city.
That's the guy we're allegedly meeting. We're not really meeting that guy. We're just pretending like we're meeting this guy.
Better. That's the idea, Minister.
Our cover.
Finally a stance we expect for your money. Please give my best to your charming wife.
Well, you certainly put him in his place.
Now where are those Militech bastards? They're next. I detest delays.
I like how they don't react to me just casually standing here. Wait, what?
No. You listen. I can let the Cuba thing slide, but not Nairobi.
Farida, I didn't have anything to do with...
You did. You're turning the city into a goddamn neurovirus test tube. That's hurting my investments. And when my bottom lines hit, I hit the market. Maybe toss a few bombs here and there. Shake it up. Is that what you want?
No. I could relocate the factories. How much time do I have?
As long as it takes me to finish my drink. And I drink fast, so you better grab that phone.
I need you to relocate some factories in the amount of time it's going to take me to drink my drink. Hey, what's up, Tim? How you doing? All smart crime bosses continue conversations like this in the presence of strangers while being sure to refer to themselves in the third person. Well, I mean, in fairness, he's not a crime boss. He's a corporate executive. Oh, I guess same thing. You're right.
今のままじゃブレインダンスはダメだと思うんだよな。
Who's this guy?
単純な表現しかできてないから。 笑いといえばコメディだし、恐怖はホラーだし、恋愛はラブロマンスじゃん。ジャンル映画の方法を使ってるだけでしょ。感情表現ってそうじゃないんじゃないかな。
Kojima.
だから今東京のチームと実験をしてるんだよ。人間の感情がもっと豊かな作品を作ろうと思ってね。例えば嬉しいけど物悲しいとか、落ち着いてるけど何か不安を感じるとか、そういう感覚ってあるでしょ。僕はリアルを感じてもらいたいんだよ。もちろん現実には体験できない物語を通してね。
Much better stories. Kojima, your stories are absolute nonsense. My goal with my games is to make absolute nonsense. But that actually is him, and he did a cameo. He did the voiceover for that.
Hey.
Hi. 何です?
And when I say heads are gonna roll, I don't mean it as a fucking turn of phrase.
Had enough, guy? Don't you think? Making the other customers uncomfortable.
Good! Because this affects them too. It'll slap everyone in the face.
That slaps. Hold on, he's making people uncomfortable? Look at your fucking face, Happy Cow the bartender.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
Evening.
Evening. What can I get you, kiddo?
Yes, he's the Death Stranding guy. Perhaps the pinnacle of fucking Kojima nonsense.
You always this forward?
Suckled it out of my ma's very breast. 50% protein, the other half pure high-octane chew-too.
What?
She had wind and dust in her hair, so to speak. Belonged to the Alcaldos before the bombs began falling. Her final words, wherever you go, whatever you do, be yourself, David. And so I ended up here. Still no one but myself.
Hold on, this is what constitutes being himself? Cool story, bro!
Man, you think too much.
Cool story, Chum. Too bad it's made up.
Everyone's making something up, just like you, kiddo. Can I get you something? At the least. Water?
Let's see what you got.
Of course.
It's like he's got a lot of... He's got a daring dairy milkshake, in quotes, with authentic milk flavoring. Got $3,000, so I want to sell. Here, how about I sell you some drinks?
A private jet from Seattle. Chic. Very. And appreciated even more. It must have cost a pretty penny.
You are worth the price. How do you feel?
Marvelous. Did you put something in my drink?
You're welcome.
So that's why I feel so...
That is just the beginning. In a short while, all sensations will be 10 times stronger.
Okay, hold on. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I would never take something that's going to make all sensations 10 times stronger. You stub your toe and you fucking go into a coma.
Especially pain.
Pain? You said?
I'd like to try something different today. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this guy is so
Good.
fucked. You're so
In that
fucked.
Case, be at the room in 15 minutes. Cover the mirrors and camera.
So fucked. Look at this stylish motherfucker.
A Bosch, a Manet, 2 Basquiat miniatures,
nothing but classics. All sucked out into the empty void of space through a hole in the station's body.
Bloody hell. What'll become of the gallery?
Oh, but it was all planned. The focus of the whole opening.
Oh, wait. Allow me to venture a guess. A new Abramowski?
Mm-hmm. Untitled number 3. It's a reckoning with... oh, I can't remember. God, I think.
Sounds ambitious. How much did it cost?
The gratitude of an artist of his stature is worth more.
The rest of my team is like, what the fuck is he doing?
How can I help?
The Fall of Etemenanki. Manuscript found behind the Totentants. That's actually like the Maelstrom fucking club. You can go there later. All ye mighty, look in despair, for here lived the city. In the far-off land of Shinir, where once was clay tamed and wrought. To build a temple among the narrow streets where the howl of crazed prophets rose from their skiff and the shadow of the ziggurat fell across the sands. Hey, this is about like Dark Sun. Look in despair, for here rose the tower, strong as a tongue glazed in spit, held fast on the scaffolding of throats on the vocal cords, up which were pulled buckets of mortar, prayers, fragments of code laid cuneiform on tablets plated with copper encrusted with tin. Look and remember, for here she fell, and her name was Babel, O Babel of dreams, lest we be scattered over the face of the earth. Ask the archaeologists beyond the Totentans. How she crumbled to dust, the soft down of dialect, how the desert tore her, how the sands of time ground her, until the word was ground fine and scattered among us. Look and beware in the final hours of night, for the sun shall rise over the ruins, and dawn shall once again melt from the rubble the memory of the city, its original source. Sands of time. Oh, Nox. Okay, well that's a thing.
Everyone who's anyone in Night City will be there. On my yacht. Even your ex confirmed.
Oh, it's this guy.
Anna? Why is she in Night City? She's promoting her new movie. Already raked $2 billion at the box office, apparently.
You know, I suggested that to her. Gave her the idea. The whole spherical ziggurat thing.
All the more reason you should come, then. As a co-initiator of her rise, her success. Just leave your iron at home.
Fuck you.
I've been on this guy's yacht. There was like all this stuff you learn about him and these like weird creepy parties he has on his yacht, but I didn't realize you actually met him in the game or could see him in the game. I mean, I don't think I can even talk to him or anything. I'm just, oh.
Well, what?
But yeah, Bartolomeo Mortellini. You hear a lot about this guy later, and you can go steal shit from his yacht. How you doing, Tim? Going up to our suite on floor 42. These fucking gold-face dudes. I don't trust them. giving out free hats. What if I hack your camera? What do you think about that? What if after hacking your camera, I engineer your camera? They don't care. What's this guy doing? What the fuck are you wearing? In and of itself on Hulu? What are these Russians doing?
То есть он тоже? Охренеть. Он так натурально смеялся.
А вот его мозговые волны вообще не смеялись.
Oh, it is Akulov. Oh, cool. I didn't realize you ran into them here either. There's quests involving that guy. That woman's his bodyguard. Later on, he's like a Russian diplomat, and you gotta break into his fancy apartment and steal some shit from him. Aha, cards. Can I? Just out of curiosity. Look at my fancy nails. No, I can't, I can't attack these two right now. No going to space yet. So, it's some weird movie on Hulu that I should watch, but I shouldn't know anything about it. Sounds sus. The sequel to Zoetrope, no! I'm just looking around, Jackie. Look, there's some free sham paradise right there. Wait. Yeah, I hacked your TV. What now? Who's this? Nobody. You don't even have a name. Pathfinder, half a century of silence. When, in the summer of 2020, NASA's Pathfinder mission set off for Jupiter, it was the buzz of every radio station, TV media outlet, and scream sheet. Stills of the crew were plastered on every type of commemorative merchandise imaginable. Mugs, shirts, plates, bobbleheads, bumper stickers, the list goes on. But just a week later, the steady stream of information dried to a trickle. A month later, the world had all but forgotten about them. 3 years later, and 2 years before their planned entry into Jupiter's orbit, a conflict now known as the Fourth Corporate War broke out. Cape Canaveral was one of the first strategic sites razed to the ground. NASA's Mission Control Center along with it. NASA. Yes, it's the fucking Spanish pronunciation, okay? Pathfinder and the vast reaches of space had been cut off. When the opposing sides finally signed a truce 3 years later, Militech set its sights on re-establishing contact with the Pathfinder crew, but to no avail. Superior language, that's right! Pathfinder's signal, it seemed, had been swallowed by the void of the Big Black. To this day, it remains unknown whether the Pathfinder mission was a success. If the crew ever did reach Jupiter and its moons, we have received no word, no data, not a single lead to follow. Maybe they never stood a chance. Maybe, after a half-century of silence, They simply have nothing to say to us. Yeah, they're all just living up the fucking high life on Jupiter, apparently. And by on Jupiter, I guess I mean near Jupiter. There's Mega Building 12, so this is the North Side Industrial District over this way. Maelstrom territory. Such a superior language. Alright, Jackie, are you done fucking around, or are we gonna get in the room and do this thing, or what? Look, he's so pissed.
We're in our room.
Pretty snazzy. Too bad we ain't staying the night. Nice choice, Bug.
Didn't pick it for snaz. Offers quickest access to the Dweller and servers.
Sí, me acuerdo.
Now you fire up the flathead and find the shaft entrance.
Sounds simple enough.
Simplicity, sometimes toughest to master.
Aurelius? Aristotle? Who's it this time?
Yours truly. That one's mine.
Where's the shaft?
Boot up your scanner. Look around.
Well, first we're gonna fuck around with all the stuff we can fuck around with in here. Including the cyber mirrors. I don't know why this game has cyber mirrors. I mean, I know why it has cyber mirrors from a technical perspective. I don't know why it has cyber mirrors from an in-world perspective when you could just have a piece of reflective glass there, but no, they have to have some high-tech thing that you like turn on and it becomes reflective.
Come on, can't be that hard.
It's the future. There I am in my fancy suit. Can also make facial expressions for some reason if you're a weirdo. Is it supposed to be glitching like that?
Weren't you supposed to
Probably.
look for the shaft?
Your mom looks for the shaft. Oh, got you there, Jackie. Gotcha. Oh, we can stand here and watch TV. A lot of ads.
Still nothing? Come on, can't be that hard.
Yeah, let's put some Trienta Principales on in this fancy hotel. Oh, a biography of Yorinobu Arasaka. This is the guy we're stealing from.
Weren't you supposed to look for the shaft?
Playing. Just ads. Yeah. Like half the TV channels are literally just channels that have nothing but ads on them 24/7. In many ways, the story of Yorinobu Arasaka resembles an ancient parable. The younger son of one of the modern world's most powerful CEOs renounces his heritage, forfeits his birthright, and instead chooses a rough-and-tumble life on the streets of Tokyo, only to later scamper back home to the warm, sheltered bosom of his family with his tail tucked. At least that is the story most have pieced together from official sources. But why did Yorinobu betray his father in the first place? Why did he return? For several years I dug deeper, followed leads, reached out to his former friends and acquaintances. I checked his Wikipedia page. Slowly I began to unearth answers to some of the public's most burning questions. Yorinobu was born in Tokyo in the early 21st century, the first child to Saburo Arasaka's third wife, Michiko. By all accounts, he seemed a happy child that grew to become a pleasant young man. That is, until his graduation from the University of Tokyo at the age of 21, with a master's degree in nonsense. Following the ceremony, the Arasaka family threw a party in his honor. At some point in the evening, Saburo invited his son to study for a private conversation. What transpired there is wholly unknown, but after corroborating varied accounts, it is clear Yorinobu must have slipped out from the party and the estate only a few hours later. Slipped out from the party? Literally unplayable. Refunding. Gone. A whisper in the night. Over the next few years, Yorinobu was occasionally spotted in the company of a nomad group known as Kotetsu no Ryu, or the Steel Dragons. As part of this youthful rebellion, he purposefully involved himself in altercations with Arasaka agents and promoted anti-corporate slogans. After his family eventually confirmed Yorinobu's involvement, Saburo renounced his son, and Kei, Saburo's eldest son, swore to exact revenge on his younger brother. Ironically, it was later at Kei's funeral that Yorinobu at last reconciled with his father. Stubbornly proud to a fault, many were surprised by the Arasaka patriarch's conciliatory approach. What caused Saburo to change his mind? What role might have Yorinobu's sister, Hanako, played in their peaceable reunion? That much remains to be discovered. Well, I'm sure everything's gonna work out great with that father and son.
Still nothing? Come on, can't be that hard.
We move things so your business can grow. That's appetizing. That makes me want to purchase their delicious product. It's the Ruth Zeng Show.
Weren't you supposed to look for the shaft?
Hey, I'm watching TV during our heist, okay? Like a fucking professional.
You folks been watching the news? Seems Roy Levant, CTO of More Technologies, caused his limo to crash into a school bus, killing 10 kids. Levant was arrested on the spot and taken into custody where he'll await trial. He's likely to face up to 40 years in prison. Just kidding. He's way too rich for that.
Still nothing?
No.
Come on, can't be that hard.
In fact, later that evening, he was at a charity event in City Hall to raise money for the children harmed in the accident. Again, kidding! Oh god, so naive. It's like people never even watch my show. Honestly, who cares about snotty nose?
Got a winner.
Good. Jackie, how's the flathead looking?
All set.
We've got a 3D hologram of the goldfish and the bluefish.
Systems are operational. Charge it 100. Mierda. Little gonk stock.
Konpeki Plaza. Luxury, beauty, discretion. What holds more power than a place? An idea. Konpeki Plaza is more than a hotel. It is a space in which reality is curated to even the most refined tastes and sensibilities. Reality is curated? You're a hotel. Come on. It's not like we've gone into some sort of, you know, Inception type of thing. All right. Have a good one, Tim. We'll see you later. Take it easy, buddy. At Konpeki Plaza, you'll find 420 exclusive apartments, 20 conference rooms, 14 fully equipped pools, and the finest bars, restaurants, and that which cannot be measured by numbers alone. Luxury, beauty, and discretion. Our world-class customer care will fulfill even the deepest needs and desires of our guests, turning your stay in Konpeki Plaza into an unforgettable experience. When it comes to the comfort of our clients, there is no such thing as the #impossible. Discover new dimensions of comfort. Enjoy the best Night City has to offer. Oh, we have new management. Michael is running the place now. Now there is such thing as the impossible.
Just gonna stand there and look at it? Gonna have to switch to manual control. V, take the control shard from Jackie. Gonna link your Kiroshis to surveillance so you can guide the bot.
Guide the bot.
Why me? Why do I gotta slot it in?
Unlike someone, I haven't run on my tab with Vic. Got last-gen firmware. No flow. Just do it, brother. Ain't got all day.
Surveillance cover the whole hotel.
Mm-hmm. Even the bedrooms and the suites.
Guests don't care?
You'd be surprised what people are willing to give up to feel secure. Lucky for us, Yorinobu's an exception. Penthouse is dark, no hotel security.
That is profoundly convenient for us. Everyone has cameras in their room except for the one person whose room we need to get into to steal some shit. Controls other devices in the network. What does this do? It turned the sprinkler on. Oh, am I watering the... Wait. I'm confused. Alright, let's slot the shard, you guys.
Here.
Here goes.
Patching you through to in-cam view. Might get a little disoriented, but don't freak.
Okay, got a clear view.
That's the
You
mayor.
can't just go locking people out of their homes.
Get him to the next vent.
Places of work.
Arasaka will cover the cost of any and all penalties assessed.
This isn't about the money. It's election season. How do you think this will make me look? People start saying I've lost control of Watson, district I'm from.
A week. That's all we can promise you.
We will try, and that is all I can promise you.
What is this illicit deal that the mayor's making with Arasaka? This is the part where they all sit and just stare at each other awkwardly. Deputy Mayor Weldon Holt. Not a good dude. Probably had the mayor killed. Alright, I'm supposed to scan that thing, obviously. Alright, let's send the... I mean, this flathead's kind of dumb if it needs me to... Like, there's another grate over there. Just go do your thing, flathead. Invisible robot. Had to make it as creepy as possible. Good thing nobody else hears the telltale sound of the robot's metallic feet scuttling around. What's that sound? Nothing.
Okay,
sure
flathead's in.
Patching you into next cam now.
Somebody trashed their place.
What makes you think it was for you? He addressed it to the kind housekeeper who finds him. Note inside said, "Sorry for the mess."
There was blood everywhere, but at least he left a tip. Am I the only one that just gets puke and used condoms? Where's the damn justice in it?
Puke and used condoms.
Think he's single? Who? You know. Good looking, filthy rich. Has that naughty look in his eye. He's staying in the penthouse. Mean Yorinobu Arasaka. Men like him are always single. Might wear expensive suits, but he's a biker at heart, always itching for a ride. I'd give him a ride and wipe him out.
Scandalous.
Honey, stick to wiping that glass, huh? You're leaving streaks everywhere.
Don't streak the glass. You had one job. TV allows for viewing TV programs. Thank you, high-tech scanner in my head. Thank you so much for that handy information you provided me. This was surely worth the thousands of dollars I paid for it. Wow. What the fuck next? Scanner. Pillow allows for patting your head while sleeping. Blanket allows for keeping you warm while in bed. Like, I don't think I need you to tell me that, Scanner. No shit, it allows for viewing TV programs.
Bug, got a hitch.
What now?
Housekeeping's in my way.
Okay, got a distractor. Let's see what's on the subnet.
All right, on it. What would you say to a TV?
I'd say keep looking.
Terrarium's got a control panel.
Somehow, I doubt it.
Terrarium's got a temp and air quality controller.
Preem, yeah. Stick the flathead on it.
Something's up with the tank.
Hey, Bug, it worked.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
You got any idea how much those things cost?
Keep moving. No time for backpatting.
The name of this suite is the Moo Kate Suite.
Okay.
Dweller's just beyond the door. Flathead can jimmy the lock.
It can jimmy. It's got jimmying capabilities. Press F to jimmy. To remotely jimmy using an invisible spider bot.
Looks like he's having trouble.
Shit. Gotta be another way. Let me think. Got another cam other side of the door, but it's disabled.
Want me to enable?
Yeah, look around for a CCTV port.
What? That's convenient, I guess.
Okay, he's at it.
Now toggle over to the other cam.
Dweller's inside.
Just as planned.
Still weird the hotel's only got one runner.
Decent Dweller's as good as a dozen rank and file.
Netrunner chair. It's a 543 XRS, has a max throughput of 128 teraflops. User admin, full root access. Netrunner chair allows for seating. Let me neutralize him.
Flathead ought to be able to neutralize him.
Good thinking. Let me graft a demonoid onto your link.
For what now?
And you know you gotta jack the flathead directly into his chair, right?
Make it sound like I'm new at this.
Okay, sent. He's all yours. You'll have to get the flathead in there first, though.
That was my high intelligence option. Oh, it didn't distract him all that much.
Shaft may link both rooms, looks like.
Let's figure it out.
Now toggle over to the other cam.
Might have found our way in.
Send the flathead over there, then toggle over to the second cam.
Toggle. Who came up with the word toggle?
Flathead into the chair, V. Jack in.
Do it. Use this Googa to toggle some shit. Oh, it has to climb up on him all creepy.
Got him. Love those demons.
Flathead stays, right?
To keep an eye on the Dweller, yeah. Punching into Kompeki's main net. You go ahead and log out.
Así es como se hace.
That's how it's done.
How you feeling?
Fine. A little dizzy, that's all.
Bug, how you doing on time?
You there, Bug?
Yeah, I'm here. So, listen, ice is thicker than I thought. Piercing it'll take a couple hours.
Couple hours? Can't do it any faster.
Want my brain to burst into flames? Just sit down and enjoy your snazzy sweet.
Thanks, I will. V, you take it easy, okay? Rest up a bit.
I need to scan this strange device and I gained some street cred somehow. What is this thing? Is it a pillow? What's it used for? Scanner, help me. Oh, there we go. Now the scanner's giving me some information I can use. Press F to chill. Sure nothing will go wrong.
What do you think? Why'd you give it all up?
Who gave what up?
Yorinobu Arasaka. The good life, I mean. Old news, I know. Just got to thinking's all. It's like, think. You got everything, right? Eddies, education. Your pops can snap his fingers and turn half the fucking planet into a nuclear wasteland. But instead, you're like, nah, fuck it. And what do you go do? Start a fucking gang. Steal dragons or some shit.
He read the book,
you
too.
You go from your fam, chip some real skin, and play gang leader for a few years. For what?
Ooh, I'm a nomad. I got nomad shit to say.
Hello?
Maybe he just wanted out of the system.
So then why'd he come back?
Tough to ditch the system when the system's your own family.
Black sheep's still a sheep, huh?
One way to put it.
Crawled back on all fours, tail between his legs. Fucking cheap-ass rebel. Fucking tourist.
Tourist or not, he just walked into the lobby. And we are back in biz. Penthouse security is neutralized.
Perfecto. Let's start the show.
Oh, it's time to get serious.
Hey, Bug. Were you on comms that whole time?
3.5 hours.
About that stick up the ass.
Mean the one up mine?
Slip of the tongue, you know?
I know. Now's your chance to make up to me.
Alright, let's go into this guy's conveniently unguarded and uncameraed apartment. I already shut that camera down.
There's the awkward silence. You, wanna hear a joke?
Now? Seriously?
Okay, so why'd the Rocker Boy's output kick him out of the apartment? Because he wasn't chipping in.
It's funny
Jesus Christ.
because one of Johnny Silverhand's famous songs is called
Bad
Chippin'
being heir to
In.
the Arasaka Empire. Sure as shit better than being a son of Raoul Wells.
Guys, focus. The safe. And make it quick.
Why? What's the rush?
Sigon Yorinobu's gone dark.
What is he, a fucking sorcerer?
Some kind of dead zone's my guess. Have him back in a sec. And you do your damn job.
Hey! Look, it's the iguana that we brought in earlier. Well, it looks just like the same iguana.
Hey, look, V! Another fucking iguana!
Shit, you're right. Think it's the same one?
Nah, no way. Our guy had a saggier neck. Many, many folds.
Oh, saggier neck iguana, right. Grab this coat. Grab some cashmere wool. Grab a max stock.
Got no time for this.
I mean, the thing is, I think we do have time for this.
Hurry up, V.
Check his messages. Relic, urgent, Anders Hellman. To Yorinobu Arasaka.
Got no time for this.
Please forgive me, but the matter is truly urgent. The biochip must be returned to the laboratory immediately. Otherwise, I cannot be held accountable for either its state or functionality. I assume you have been misled, but let me be abundantly clear now. The relic is not ready for use in its current state. I will continue attempting to contact you by any and all possible means. I would be happy to explain everything, even over a phone call. Yours sincerely, Anders Hellman. We're gonna find out more about Anders Hellman later. Angelica Miliotti, Clouds. Dear Mr. Arasaka, as always, we thank you for using our services. We hope Clouds was able to make your stay in Night City more pleasant, unforgettable even. We would be honored to serve you again.
Hurry up,
Angelica Miliotti. Clouds is like the premier fancy sort of brothel place. Relic from Ronald Cheever to Yorinobu Arasaka. Following up on our last conversation, we are still very much interested in cooperating. For our agreement to succeed, we only require a sample biochip with a valid engram. The only question is, why must it be Johnny Silverhands?
Hurry up,
Ah,
V.
Netwatch. So he stole the relic so that he can sell it to Netwatch. Is that what he's doing? Mr. Cheever, if you were an economist, I would tell you that the game played between the largest corporations has ceased to be a zero-sum game. I am simply trying to restore the natural order of things. Yet, since you are not an economist, only a mere representative, my answer would be that I am doing this out of civic duty. But perhaps this would imply that I underestimate your intelligence. You ask why Johnny Silverhand? It is a long story. Come to Konpeki Plaza and the veil of mystery shall be lifted. Oh, Yorinobu's up to some shit. Your time in the clouds invoice.
Hurry up.
Insured service, multiple encryption of doll data, blah blah blah, automated payment. Guaranteed immediate deletion. Oh shit.
Hurry up, V.
We still got a lot of websites we can look at. The relic. Why all the fuss? Hold on, what did I just pick up? Or even control shard. Issue commands to the flathead. Oh, I leveled up. Let's grab some more technical ability. Grab weak link. For years, experts in the field of cybernetics, neurology, and psychology have been desperately trying to merge human consciousness with silicon. Until now, their efforts have been unsuccessful, though scientists have managed to create artificial intelligences that can compare, or indeed surpass, human intellect. Copying the human eye has remained beyond our capabilities. Attempts to do so have merely resulted in sophisticated chatbots, digital beings capable of mimicking human speech and mannerisms, but devoid of self-awareness. Didn't I read this? I did read this already. Oh, we got a fancy gun.
Looks like Yorinobu left us a parting gift.
Ain't much, but it'll have to do.
A fancy gun. The Kongu, an iconic power pistol. Thanks to highest grade mods, the user can take advantage of ricochet technology even if they do not possess the required cyberware. Reduced recoil and an increased rate of fire make up for the smaller magazine size. It's as deadly as it is elegant. The iron packed by Yorinobu Arasaka during his troubled youth. As beautiful as it is deadly. I don't have any mods I can attach to it, but I don't really understand how the ricochet thing works, but don't need to worry about that just now. Smart glass panel.
Got no time for this.
I mean, we kinda do.
Bingo! Got something ejecting. Come here, V. Got no time for this.
Yorinobu's formal shirt and slacks. Yeah, we're taking this man's clothes.
Hurry up. Yorinobu could be back any second.
Could be back any second.
Hurry up,
but
V.
I don't think he will be. Champagne bucket. You never know when you'll need one of those. If only my scanner would tell me what that's for. The Flowers of Silence, a biography of Hanako Arasaka. That's Yorinobu's sister. Obviously, and she's an important character in the story later on.
Hurry up, V.
If I had written this biography on the basis of publicly available material, there would be two sides of this story, not to mention the foreword, afterword, and the acknowledgments. Everyone knows that Hanako Arasaka is a very private individual. Everyone has heard about the tragic death of the last reporter who attempted to pen her life story. 10 shots to the back. Suicide, according to the police. Yep, the classic suicide technique. Shooting yourself in the back 10 times. Foolproof suicide. That's why when my publisher asked me to write this book, I had to politely decline. Then when I saw the advance they were offering me, I started to reconsider. And finally, when I discovered that Arasaka's PR department had given its stamp of approval to interview numerous members of Hanako's entourage, I was on the next flight to Tokyo. Soon enough, however, I lost my original enthusiasm. The people Arasaka sent me to be interviewed repeated the same answers to old questions, clearly memorized by heart. After a month's worth of research, all I had was, Hanako Arasaka is the daughter of Saburo Arasaka from his third wife Michiko. She was born in 1999 in Tokyo and has only left the city 5 times in her life. Living a cloistered lifestyle, she never fulfilled any important role in the family business. She is very close to Yorinobu Arasaka, the black sheep in the family. I was ready to give up when in the archives of a local TV station I found a recording of the opening of an Arasaka branch in Fukuoka, graced by the presence of none other than Hanako herself. She played the piano. Debussy's Reverie. Why that piece? Why play a dreamy, introspective song while surrounded by stoic Japanese businessmen? Her golden fingers caressed the keys. I was mesmerized. Tears rolled down my cheeks as I listened. That's when I knew I had to finish this book. I had to meet this enigmatic woman and find out who Hanako Arasaka really was. Can I go out here? Not right now. Double doors, purpose, opening and closing.
What now?
Check in your personal and make us rich.
On it.
Hidden safe. It's 4 degrees Celsius. Stable. Wow. They're keeping very small horses in this cold little thing. So it's a 4-degree stable. Stable for little horses.
Hurry up, V!
Little cold-loving horses.
Your turn, Bug.
Give me 2.
Loading screen.
They got
Loading
winged
screen.
visitors.
Uh-oh.
Bug!
Don't know who, but staff's a buzz. All 200 on their feet, can't keep still.
Can't say I like this. How much longer, T?
Shit, Yorinobu's penthouse bound.
Fuck him! Open the safe!
Opening
Almost
the
got
safe.
it. Done.
Preem.
Preem.
Let me look to this, huh?
Relic intact?
Bioshard integrity, 100%. Guessing that's a yes.
Good, let's go.
Fuck, too late. Yorinobu's about to walk in. Find cover.
Where?
That pillar, try that.
Are you fucking kidding?
No! Inside it, now!
You gotta try the fat pillar. What if we don't?
Come on! Come on!
I saw something online about... Yeah.
Red initiated.
Apparently, it's possible to...
And stupid.
Oh. It's out of the smasher. Apparently it's possible...
Don't do this to me!
Oh. He got us. Apparently it's technically possible to kill him there. But I don't know how you would do it. Because he's, well, pretty tough, obviously. I wonder if they patched
Your turn,
it
Bug.
to make it so you can't kill
Give me
him.
2.
Because it breaks the
We
game.
got winged visitors. Bug!
Don't know who, but staff's a buzz. All 200 on their feet, can't keep still.
Can't say I like this. How much longer, T?
Shit,
Hacks.
Yorinobu's penthouse bound.
Fuck him! Open the safe!
Open the
Almost
safe.
got it. Done.
Preem.
Let me look to this, huh?
Relic intact?
Bioshard integrity, 100%. Guessing that's a yes.
Good, let's go.
Fuck, too late. Yorinobu's about to walk in. Find cover.
Where?
That pillar, try that.
You fucking kidding?
No! Inside it, now!
Find cover in the fat pillar. Squeeze through.
We're in.
Which don't solve our problem, T.
I fucking know our problem's still there. Let me think for a sec, okay?
Uh-oh.
I thought Adam Smasher. Bodyguard. Wars. Night City legend. Blink motherfucking one too.
We wait.
Are they here yet?
They approach from the landing pad?
Fuck are they talking about? Bug, who we got incoming?
Nuh-uh. No fucking way. This isn't happening. Saburo Arasaka?
Oh shit, it's Saburo.
Yet another ass-licking legend. Shush. Doubt this could be soundproof.
Takamura.
Oh, fuck.
外してくれ。
荒坂様、まだボディチェックが終わっていません。
私の息子だ。
例のものを回収しましょうか。
私がやる。言ってくれ。
Close. Too close. If he'd have sniffed us out.
But he didn't. Don't cállate.
Unfucking believable. Saburo Arasaka.
It's kind of a big deal.
私が気づかないとでも思ったのか。
そもそも俺のことを気にしたことなんかないだろう。
That's a lie.
あんたの問題点はそこだ。世界は自分中心に回ってると思ってる。傲慢だよ。
頼信。
どうしてここへ？直々に俺に屈辱を合わせ、立場を思い知らせるためにか。
出る杭は打たれるとよく言うだろう。
自分の言葉じゃ何も言えないのか。
貴様こそ自分が何をしようとしたか分かっているのか。私たちの功績を野蛮人に渡すなど。私たちの未来を。
俺たちの未来。俺たち。なんかの間違いだろ。あんたは自分のことしか考えてない。そしてこの会社のことしか。
He's just mad because
いつかこのような日が来ることは
Saburo never let him play with his bucket.
貴様はついに越えてはならない一線を越えたのだ。
Yorinobu's bucket.
これまでお前の愚行には目をつぶってきた。
Especially since we found a bucket in this room. That was it. It was Yorinobu's bucket. That's why this. That's why he betrayed his father.
この裏切りだけは決して許せん。貴様の母親が生きていなくてよかった。息子の不甲斐ない姿を目の当たりにして心を痛めずに済んだのだからな。
Uh-oh.
これでもう誰のことも許す必要はない。
Damn. Just killed his dad. We're kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time here. I feel like the story's taking a turn.
That's that. We're done for.
Yeah, we're super fucked.
I wish to put the hotel on lockdown.
He's talking
May I ask why?
Genie?
Saburo Arasaka has been murdered.
Code Red initiated. Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Kenpeki Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
何の騒ぎです。誰かが父に毒を持った。
毒を。そうだ。頼信さん、しかし。竹村、お前の仕事は何だ？何の話です？単純な質問だ。答えろ。荒坂家の家長を守ることで。
Sakamura is a cool guy.
もっとしっかり責任を果たすよう望んでいるぞ。お許しください、荒坂様。決して失望はさせません。
Just casually has a missile launcher on his shoulder.
What the fuck just happened in there?
Yorinobu just offed Saburo.
What?
His own fucking pops.
Know what this means? Security's gonna swarm the place any second. Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Yeah.
Where's Yorinobu?
I don't know. I've lost cam links. Whole building's being put on lockdown. Okay, got something. Window, now! Releasing the lock. Should see a ladder. Ladder... Oh, fuck. Oh, no, 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 not now! I've been made!
Bug!
Uh-oh.
Dios santo bendito! Just lost T!
That didn't sound good.
Fucking major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Check around the bend!
Well, not that way.
Check around the bend!
Shit. Got 2 guards.
コードレッド。何か
Out in
ト
the
ラブル
iron?
が起きたのか。そのようだ。竹村さんと連絡がつかない。何が起きてるんだ。
You guys are fucking me up. Thanks for your help all this time, Jackie. The good news is my quick hacking went up. Bad news is I died. I don't think I even came up here the last time.
I don't know. I've lost cam links. Whole building's being put on lockdown. Okay, got something. Window, now! Releasing the lock. Should see a ladder. Ladder... Oh, fuck. Oh, no, 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 not now! I've been made!
Bug!
Pinche Dios santo bendito! Just lost T!
Fuck! Fucking major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
What really happened in Arasaka Tower? If Militech was behind the assault on Arasaka Tower in 2023, and if there's actual evidence to support that, then why didn't Arasaka return the favor and nuke Militech? By now, there's no doubt the bomb was manufactured by Militech, but that doesn't mean they detonated it. I confess, I'm not a huge fan of the popular theory that Johnny Silverhand, the controversial rocker boy, was behind the whole thing. In fact, I'm not really a Silverhand fan, period. Silverhand was a poser and a blowhard, not someone who would actually follow through on his grandiose bluffs. Full disclosure, I just don't think Silverhand would have the balls to pull off something like that. Let's think this through. Who hates corporations the most? Nomads, obviously. Remember that mass-market BD called Badlands Raid from the 20s about a band of Nomad who attack a Militech convoy? Well, guess when it premiered? That's right, on the night of the attack. Coincidence? I think not. Yes, there's a Silverhand cameo in there somewhere, but that's just a marketing ploy. A BD scrolled by a bunch of cactus huggers wouldn't sell for an any without a recognizable face. But I'm more intrigued by the main actress. How is it she didn't star in any other production despite Badlands Raid's huge sales? Where was she during the attack? Conspiracy.
Come on, brother. We ain't dying. Not today.
Allegedly, there's like a unique katana you can get at this point that you can miss somehow. And somehow, last time I missed it.
Yep. That's fucking high.
And I don't want to miss it this time. I don't know where it is.
Shit! That trauma?
If they're here for Saburo, they're a little late.
Oh shit, trauma team.
Just hope they didn't see us. Chingada madre! Bail!
What if I don't bail?
Jump!
So last time, that's what I came to this point and I jumped. So I didn't ever go up to the roof last time.
I don't know. I've lost cam links. Whole building's being put on lockdown. Okay, got something. Window, now! Releasing the lock. Should see a ladder. Ladder... Oh, fuck. Oh, no, not now! I've been made!
Bug!
Pinche Dios santo bendito! Just lost T!
Fuck! Fucking Major Leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
I think they got her. Let's give her a call. She's not answering her phone.
Come on, brother! We ain't dying. Not today. Bien pensado. Old man Arasaka's AV should still be parked on the roof.
Still a stable. Miniature horses in there. Get rid of short circuit and put reboot optics back on.
Shit. Got 2 guards.
So let's do our thing.
Without any iron?
Element of surprise, B. Come on, get to it. We got a relic to protect.
We're gonna blind this guy just to make sure he doesn't turn and see us or something.
Hey!
Increased our stealth.
Watch it!
Got him. Chrome Knight Love. Oh, here we go. We got some scandalous literature, I think. Crowman's mask glinted in the light of the setting sun, like a beacon in the dark of this rotten city. Lucille's heartbeat began to quicken. Her legs trembled beneath her. Hot blood pumped through her veins in a way she didn't know it could. He looked at her, his strong masculine figure towering over the bloodied corporate corpse, which just a moment ago had violently tried to defile Lucille's virtue. What's the matter with me? Her mind raced. Why him? Why me? Hundreds of questions burned inside her head, but when she finally parted her lips to speak, only one question emerged. Who are you really? Crowman took Lucille into his cold metal hands. She flinched at the touch. You know I can't tell you that. They'll find you. They'll rip my secret out you any way they can, and then kill you. I don't care about any of that. I love you. I love you. She couldn't feel his face, his real one, concealed under that veil of chrome, but she could have sworn she could hear a note of emotion in his deep voice. You love a dream. You don't know who hides under this mask. I don't care what you look like. What if I'm disfigured? I can afford an operation. And if I'm an android, it doesn't matter. And if... Then, suddenly, in one swift motion, Crowman removed the mask to reveal the face of Damita de la Valley? If I'm a woman? Lucille stood there, dumbstruck. A tempest of emotions swirled in a frenzy throughout her being. But in another moment, the storm calmed and she smiled warmly, taking her savior's face into her hands. The proverbial clouds of her tumultuous mind began to part. Lucille was beginning to see clearly at last. How many times does a woman need to say she loves you? Lucille smirked and whispered softly, before you believe her. Okay, then.
See? What did I say? Chicken feed.
Yeah.
See, if I had double jump, I could easily get in there.
Joyride in the AV.
I didn't even come up here last time. It's got good stuff in there.
Well, forget trying to pilot this thing. Don't know what I was expecting.
Unauthorized access attempt detected.
Satori.
Remain where you are. Security personnel will arrive shortly.
Gotta get out of here now.
No, don't jump on top. I want whatever that is in there. Motherfucker. If you jump on top of that fucking thing one more... There we go. Wait, seriously, I can't do anything with this? You're being actually serious right now. I want to do something with this. I want to use it. I want to take it. I want to read it. I want to do something. It's got an exclamation mark on it! Literally unplayable. What is it? Let's try loading a save and see if it helps. So scandalous. Really wish I had my grenades. Getting out of this hotel is going to be a pain in the ass without them. It still won't let me do anything with this. Okay. Now we gotta go out the other way. Maybe I could just make this jump. I can't make this jump. I mean, I could, no matter, even if I made that jump, I would instantly die jumping down there.
Jackie, don't look down. Yep, that's fucking high.
Just gotta get to that ladder.
That trauma?
If they're here for Saburo, they're a little late.
Just hope they didn't see us.
Here comes the drone. Oh no!
Security protocol. Time to bail!
Well, everything is going according to plan. I never could have foreseen that something would go wrong on this flawlessly planned mission.
Oh shit!
Close one.
Uh-oh. The case is breached.
Madres! Oh, this ain't good.
Jackie, you're bleeding.
Worry about me later. Check the relic. Container depressurized. Biochip integrity at 94%. Fucking dropping. Carajo.
Well, we fucked this mission up.
Parker! Call her!
And tell her we fried the case?
Just do it!
It's critical. Hardware is critically damaged. This is an awkward time to call.
Konpeki's all over the feeds. What the fuck's going on there?
Got a problem. Cryo case is damaged. Biochip's integrity at... Jackie?
86%?
86% and dropping.
Shit. Okay, listen to me. There's only one thing you can do. One of you's gotta slot the relic into your neural port.
V, you there?
What the hell are you talking about?
The relic can't be isolated. It has to be nested in a safe environment.
Nested.
Well, someone's gotta do it. En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amen.
Devil chip.
Jackie, you okay?
No. I guess. Don't feel any different.
Once you're back, we'll take out the relic and run a full brain scan and sweep. But you two need to get the fuck out of there first.
We're working on it.
He got shot by that drone. Hey, it's Delamain.
Del, we'll be there in a couple. Be ready. Got it?
Certainly, Mr. Wells.
Better be fucking certain. We gotta somehow reach the lobby. Only chance to hit the garage. And we best be quick. Oh, what I see? Great. Now let's get out of here.
I mean, silver lining, at least we ain't gotta carry this big ass case around now. Got rid of some inventory. In the Shade of an Apple Tree by Virginia Grandchester. My first memory isn't an image or a sound, but a smell. Smell of rotting apples, intense and dizzyingly sweet. I must have been around 4. We were spending the summer at my grandparents' house. They had a small orchard with this old, huge apple tree by the fence. That year it grew so many apples that nobody even bothered to pick them. We just watched them fall to the ground where they lay rotting. It's hard to imagine now, a world where things used to grow out of the ground without our help, without bioengineering, where an apple was something normal, a fruit whose shape and taste every child knew by instinct, where a normal person, like my granddad, could have more than he needed. Sometimes I think back to that orchard and that sweet, drowsy smell, but all I taste is bitterness. The funny thing is, you can listen to a news story about this. This book just won an award, but Virginia Grantchester is actually an artificial intelligence. It's not an actual person.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout
Securing the floor.
Plaza.
Clear.
Please remain in your
Understood. Keep your head down.
by staff.
I ain't got time for your lip gun, man.
Go down.
We take them out quiet.
In the lobby now. Gonna sweep the building, all floors.
Alright, I'm sure everything's gonna go great. And at least we found a nice... Oh, we found another one of Yorinobu's buckets. Multiple buckets. So much dissatisfaction with his dad. The more abandoned buckets, the more...
Unit 3 has located the dweller in a combat pod, flathead model. Drones have encountered hazards on the penthouse level and opened fire. Yorinobu Arasaka has been evacuated from the premises. I repeat, Yorinobu
Attention.
Arasaka has been
Code
evacuated.
Red has been initiated
Hell's going on there?
Kentucky Plaza.
Doesn't sound good.
Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
The more abandoned buckets, the more you gotta kill your father. Okay. How about we just make a fuck ton of noise while we're trying to sneak around? That'd be good. Hey, we got some easy beef. Not actual beef. Synthetic meat. You're in for a treat. We're in for a treat.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Now I can start distracting guards with the TV. Jackie
What
got
do we
his
have
guy.
here? Be catch.
Catch?
Security likely to be swarming outside.
Got it.
Ooh, some flashbangs. Nice. And some frag grenades. Now we're talking. Heavy tactical vest. Some cufflinks. Yokai, Japanese demons of yesterday and today.
Code Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza.
They make their homes on mountaintops, in rivers and oceans, on city streets, and on every mega building floor with the number 4 in it, even in your washing machine or info visor. Some appear in concrete places, while others simply haunt a specific person. They're there when you hear a strange noise in the middle of the desert. They're there when you feel like someone's watching you, although there's not a soul in sight. They're there when you glimpse something out of the corner of your eye, something no one else seems to notice, but you were just at the Ripper docks for your checkup. The yokai first appear in Japanese literature in the year 797. These mysterious beings, though closely linked to the invisible realm of the dead, have been alive in the Japanese consciousness from the very birth of animism. It's not that the Japanese believe in the yokai. They simply know the yokai exist. In addition to phantoms, ogres, and other mysterious phenomena, the yokai also include a group of shape-shifting demons called obake, or bakemono. The bakemono are said to sometimes take the form of a faceless person, a one-eyed scarecrow, or an animal, so basically anything could be one. It's said that when a cat reaches a certain age, it becomes a bakeniko. These yokai are able to walk on their two hind legs, speak and dance, assume human form, or even devour their owners and take their place. The bakeniko sometimes visit people in their sleep, or even wake the dead. All they have to do is hop over a corpse to bring it suddenly back to life. However, the demons are capable of much, much more. One should exercise extreme caution around a double-tailed cat. This is a Nikomata. Hey, my sniper rifle is named after that. A yokai with shamanic and necromantic capabilities, able to place curses on people and control the dead. In its human form, a Nikomata resembles an old woman, often one addicted to some substance or other, and with an eerie, disturbing air about her. However, let me assure American readers of this book, today the most likely place you'll find a bakeniko is in the form of lucky Manakai Nico figurines. After all, real cats are an even rarer sight these days than your average yokai. Cats went extinct. Yokai did not. Oh no, more buckets! More buckets! How many fathers must die? Ooh, I can hack into this and get some whole brigade of buckets. Alright, I need to get all of these. 55, 1C, 55, 1C, E9. Okay, that's an easy one. Except I failed. How did I fail? Oh, because I forgot! My cyberdeck doesn't have enough. Okay, so look. I forgot. I have a shitty cyberdeck. Your cyberdeck has a buffer amount on it. And I have the shitty starting one with hardly any buffer. If you look at my cyberdeck, it says it has a buffer size of 4. That's the number of digits that I'm allowed to use in the breach protocols. You see, I only have 4 open slots up here. That's my buffer size. So if you want to stack up multiple of these together, you need enough slots for all those. And I completely forgot that I didn't have enough slots for all of them because I'm used to having a sweet cyberdeck with a shitload of buffer slots. So I can't get all 3 of these because I don't have enough slots for all those things. The best I can do is... Well, now the best I could do is only get one of them. Hold on, if you exit out of it and go back in, you get a different configuration. But you lose some of your time. See, it was 33 seconds up above before, now it's only 24.8. The configuration is different now, though. So I might get a luckier... See, I can't get 2 of these combined, though, because... The best I could do would be to get this one and this one combined, because that 55 and that 55 can be the same. So, like, if I started with E9, 55, 55, BD, I could get those too. Which is the best I could do for now.
Surrender!
Tommy's bucket. I'm also really slow in stealth. I don't have any of the stealth perks. So not only am I not very stealthy, I'm also slow as F while stealthing. At least I got some Broseph lager.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Konpeki Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
This way!
Did you check the Zen rooms?
Yes, all clear.
Nothing strange, out of the ordinary?
Well, the doors to the terrace look damaged.
Then take another look.
Cameras!
I see the camera. Explosive holosphere.
Konpeki Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Thought I turned that camera off. A whole brigade of buckets. I might call it a bucket brigade.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Konpeki Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
What did I just get? Milwaukee. Tamayura power pistol. Oh, I just realized I can craft grenades. Could I have done that at any time? Even once I'm, hey, you can't come in here with any weapons. I'm like, okay, but can I come in with crafting materials and just make myself a bunch of guns and grenades while I'm in here? I didn't even think about that. No weapons allowed, no problem. I'm just walking in with a giant manufactory worth of, Ooh, a silencer. Now that could be helpful. We found this iconic katana. Increases crit damage significantly. Plus 500% crit damage. Property of Saburo Arasaka, an antique katana forged in the first half of the 20th century that hasn't dulled a day. So I could put one of these silencers on here. Which would hopefully... Which one of these guns is better for the headshot damage? They're about equivalent, okay. So neither of them is very good at headshot damage, honestly. My other character has a fucking pistol with 100% crit chance and times 8 headshot damage multiplier. It's ridiculous. Just like total death. Well, that went badly.
No, this can't be happening!
Dropped one!
So much for stealth. At that point, I'm taking the silencer off because... Actually, maybe I'll just use this gun.
Watch it!
Gonna take more than that!
I hit him in the head with the grenade, and it did 3 damage headshot from the grenade hitting him in the head. That's hilarious. I don't love this gun. Let's try one of these shiguris.
Given by staff.
Is this full auto? Okay, it is. Nice. Okay. Can I actually craft some shit? Like, can I just literally craft them? I can! So, can't bring any weapons in here, sir. No problem. I don't need to bring any weapons in here. LOL. I can just make weapons inside the hotel. But what I really want to make is a bunch of grenades. Water, Chrome, and Blood, the Fourth Corporate War. It is truly remarkable that the large-scale bloodshed of the Fourth Corporate War began first as a simple rivalry between two ocean exploitation corporations, Sino and OTEC. Both companies vied for the controlling stake of the failing IHA Corporation. OTEC commissioned Militech to secure its business interests and perform certain special operations. Sino, in turn, signed a cooperation agreement with the Arasaka Corporation with a similar aim. When circumstances at last called for both colossal and prideful security corporations to clash in open combat, the Fourth War had officially begun. Yet, as is usually the case with corporate conflicts, the onset proved subtle. Arasaka disables a Militech transport. Militech, allegedly, eliminates a high-ranking official of an Arasaka client. Both sides engage in frequent sabotage and data theft operations. Netrunners from both sides infiltrate data forts to sow confusion, gather intel, and cause chaos in the stock markets. Though none would have thought it possible in those early months, the Arasaka Militech conflict truly jeopardized the stability of the world economy, making the threat of complete economic collapse all too real. For this reason, NetWatch introduced a communications embargo on both corporations. This did little to slow the conflict's pace, however. While Sino and OTEC had unilaterally reached a settlement and reached an understanding through peace talks, tension between Arasaka and Militech continued to rise. This separation from the ocean dispute marks the beginning of the Fourth War's second phase, the so-called Shadow War. Military clashes between Militech and Arasaka were notoriously bloody, brutal, and without mercy. They waged their most damaging campaigns on their net. Arasaka and Militech netrunners launched attacks with the help of viruses that were often highly experimental. What's more, they created lethal ice measures and AI-like programs that could lurk in dark corners of the net for long periods to make strikes at the most opportune times. By the second half of 2022, Arasaka and Militech entered the final phase of the conflict where both sides used every resource and strategy at their disposal. The hot war had begun. That's hot. That's hot. Around this time, the net that the world had known for years ceased to exist, and mercenaries hired by both corporations were slaughtered in open warfare, fought with the cutting-edge weapons technology. Then, in the war's most shocking and iconic turning point, the coup de grace came when an unknown group of mercenaries detonated a nuclear device at Arasaka's Night City headquarters. Shortly after the blast, bowing under increased pressure from the Japanese government, Arasaka laid down its arms and withdrew from many of its strategic positions, but most notably in Night City. Victory belonged to Militech, but it came at a heavy cost. Alright, shit is about to go down.
Hello?
Come on, motherfuckers!
Attention. Code Red.
Well,
Please remain.
that cover is not very good.
Given by staff.
Fuck this guy.
Pull it!
One fucker less!
EMP grenade. A tactician. That's a shotgun. power shotgun. Proof that you mean business.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Drop your weapon!
Target wounded!
Look out!
It's too bad my hacking is such shit right now.
Attention.
Take cover! Now!
Throughout Kentucky Plaza.
I don't want to die.
Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Oh, there's some double doors in the way.
Hide!
Fuck out of here!
¡Los hijos de la chingada también están aquí!
Hacks. Unbreakable glass on this side, apparently.
What is it with you people?
You people.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Let's wipe them!
Let's wipe them. Wasn't there a... I like how that guy's just casually waiting on us over there.
Fuck out of here!
Watch out, they'll mark us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows we're here, Jackie.
Attention.
Quick, hide!
Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Fucking bombs.
Fucking bombs.
Ah, all cleaned up.
Apparently everything's fine now. Everything's fine now. Thought there was an access point somewhere that I had seen earlier when I was over here.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Konpeki Plaza.
Code Red's been initiated.
And follow all instructions given by staff.
Hey, watch it, B. Guess that's all of them.
Oh, I can't get through here. It's amazing that we're not being swarmed with, you know, shitloads of security guards. California After Dusk, The Life of Richard Knight. I could go for some reading. Richard Knight was a pessimist, even in the late 80s, when the economy seemed headed for endless growth and the nuclear threat from the ash heap of history. Knight saw the United States as hurtling toward collapse. Richard Knight was an optimist. He deeply believed the world could be changed for the better, and that he was the one to do it. Richard Knight was a realist. Aware he couldn't change the face of the world all at once, he decided to start small, for him at least, by constructing the ideal city. His utopian metropolis was to be called Coronado City. It would stand as a metaphorical city on a hill, a shining example to the rest of the world. Richard Knight was doomed to fail, not because his vision was inherently impossible to realize, but because many important, powerful people wished to make it so. Richard Knight was murdered. The city whose foundations he laid was finished after his death, but his utopian dream soon became a dystopian nightmare. Even the original name was lost. In honor of the city's tragically deceased founder, Coronado City was rechristened Night City. Ironically, the name fits. If anything, the city is a cat, sleepy during the day. It becomes frantically alive at night, and it loves to toy with its prey.
They got eyes on this turf. Careful. Ah, all cleaned up.
Good news is, I got some water and some Nicola fire.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Konpeki Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
There's a camera. Quick hacking.
They got cams.
Sometimes you just gotta gun your way through some glass. You know? There's coffee with sin milk to get in here. Absinthe. Maybe I should just craft up some quick. Make sure I don't run out of ammo. Some ramen. $100. Cheese knives. All right. We're ready to eat some delicious cheese. It was all worth it. Who said this heist didn't go perfectly? We read about Konpeki Plaza already. Here's that access point I was looking for. Cheese it, the cops! Alright, I only have... I could get these two, or I could get this one. I'll take these two.
Better get out! Out of my way, coños! Open fire!
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza. Please remain in your rooms.
I don't see any enemies. I just hear a lot of yelling. Oh, let's read about... Oh, shit.
Back their head! He's hit! Keep firing! Ah! Gonna take more than that! Just like that!
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza.
She's at the cops.
And follow all instructions given by staff.
Why bomb? Neutralize the target! Just like that! Come on, motherfuckers! Heads down! Keep it together!
Gotcha.
Shoot! Nice shot!
Got some Lilu beans. Bean at the cops. I don't know what this Joker's doing back here.
You'll pay for this! Better get out! Out of my way, coños!
Blinded him with reboot optics. He just stood there like a chump.
All cleaned up.
Gave him some blindness therapy. Look, all I was trying to do was reduce the guy's eye strain. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta reduce eye strain. Basically, you're welcome.
Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Kentucky Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Delighted with blindness therapy. I see what you did there. Now, can I please read this delightful thing about the 3 factions of Arasaka? Arasaka and ornithology. 3 Japanese words to know. As conversations over factionalism within Arasaka heat up, many industry insiders wonder about the company's future trajectory. If you struggle to understand the complicated inner machinations of the world's largest arms manufacturer, look no further than the obscure science of ornithology. Yes, that's right. The study of birds can help. At least in a sense. There are 3 Japanese words every corporate player ought to be familiar with: Kiji, Hato, and Taka. Kiji, green pheasant. This bird has long held cultural and symbolic significance in Japan. One can admire the world's last living specimens at Hanako Arasaka's private preserve on the island of Shikoku. But the word Kiji also bears meaning among the factional identities within Arasaka. This group, with Hanako at its center, consists primarily of conservative technocrats who wish to follow the course set by Saburo Arasaka himself. In his daughter, Hanako, they see a guiding force to maintain the old order and stability within the corporation. Hato, dove. The symbolism of the dove is recognized far and wide. The symbol also aptly captures the character of a much smaller faction within the company led by Michiko Arasaka, daughter of the late Kei and niece to Hanako. This liberal wing of the corporation has unified those who seek deeper reforms. Although they currently hold little influence, they enjoy growing popularity among some politicians and media personalities. Taka, hawk. As symbolic as the dove is, so too is the hawk. This faction, headed by Yorinobu Arasaka, often prefers to take the most direct and uncompromising solutions. They're still mad about their bucket. Though stubborn and temperamental, he resembles Saburo, which has given him wide support among the more militant-minded Arasaka Corp elite. However, his more pro-Western inclinations and ideas that are innovative as they are controversial have weakened his support from the board's loyal traditionalists. You can learn more about Arasaka family genealogy from the 8-book series 2 Centuries in the Clover's Shadow, available in stores soon. Thank goodness I can just craft everything I need while I'm running around in town, running around in situ here. Hold on, enemies. I'm gonna need you guys to give me, like, several hours to fucking manufacture some explosives on the premises. Good thing I found a latte. That'll see me through.
Contact! Contact! Let's go!
Where are these JCLs?
He's hit! V, get a grip!
Go, go, go!
Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
Aim first, then blast them!
Assault Squad Commander Armored Enforcer. We need to reboot his optics. Got him.
Fucking bombs.
So what? I could go to either elevator?
Chica tu madre! Shut down! What about the other one?
Nope, I can't go to either elevator. Okay, it's... That one elevator is just there as a red herring. Just gonna keep crafting grenades. I don't give a shit. Leveling up my hacking by just hacking random TVs as I run past. Gotta level up my engineering too. Alright, we've already read about Konpeki Plaza.
Attention. Code Red.
Hear that? Officer's gotta have an elevator access card. What you waiting for? Search him!
Search him, huh? You know, maybe right now I just feel like having a chat with Coach Fred. Hey, Coach Fred, I'm in a situation here. Have any coaching advice for me? Coach Fred's not picking up his phone. T-Bug, you alright? She's not alright.
Hey! Got a charter security clearance!
Health booster, that's actually pretty useful. I'll use that right now. Full potential of the defender not unlocked until body 6. It's all about that potential. Increase my health by 20% for a while. That'll be useful. Mission. Milwaukee's. There's a better Shigure than the one I'm using. Yeah, I got all kinds of perk points. I got perk points coming out my... I'm gonna get True Craftsman. Grenades deal more damage. Oh. Oh, yes. I'd like that. Almost maxed out on my inventory at the moment. Anything highly relevant to read about at the moment? We don't need to read about the mayor right now.
Vamos, vamos, vamos!
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Can't save right now. Go down to the lobby.
What?
Saburo Arasaka. 150 years. And today, of all fucking days, that's like some divine comedy shit.
Jackie's not doing good.
Save your strength, Jackie.
What do you think I'm doing?
Bro, Jackie, just use one of these healing items.
We'll get out alive.
Tell Bug, why don't you? Maybe she'd still be alive if we hadn't been so gung-fucking-ho.
Don't take this out on me. I can see how the chips are falling.
Chips are falling, and not in a good way.
Open fire! Gonna take more than that! Target wounded!
Use the camera to get a line on these fuckers. I don't have enough.
Shoot! Better get out! Out of my way, coños!
My eye is suddenly itching or whatever.
Shoot! Go, go, go! Hide. He's hit! Go, go, go! Empty back! Wounded! He's hit!
These motherfuckers.
Shoot! Go, go, go! Aim for the head!
EMP grenades, flashbang, frag. Let's Try some flashbangs.
Focus! Shoot me! Kill or be killed! Good one!
Can I hack this dude?
Keep firing, goddammit! Come on, motherfuckers! Pull in!
Got some shitty ass guns here.
B, watch it! Target hit!
Oh fuck. Mech. This is what I was saving the EMP grenades for. Can I reboot optics on that thing? I can. They can spot you! Yeah, no shit! You know what my first clue of that was? The fact that they're shooting at me. TV enables watching of TV programs. I do appreciate the helpful information there. Let's do some more crafting. Ooh, I can jack into this. Alright. It's too bad I'm gonna cancel this one and get a different configuration. One C, 1C, 1CBD. I'll take that. Important 2.0, please read from administration to reception. I have just been informed by City Hall that Konpeki Plaza will receive the mayor of Night City and his guests. They will not stay the night, therefore please book one of the smaller conference rooms. This information is confidential, i.e. hotel staff should not be informed. Thank you, Olivia Olcott. Important, please read from administration to reception. 2 Militech representatives that's us, that's our cover, will arrive at the hotel this evening, guests of Hajime Taki. Please direct them to him without delay. Same procedure as with HT's other previous contractors, i.e. exercise the utmost discretion, turn off monitoring in the room, do not offer any additional services. Thank you, Olivia Olcott. To do restaurant. This week, replacement of electrical system in rooms 2 and 3. Reconfiguration of holographic projectors in room 1. Check remaining issues after changing light intensity. Maybe order different models? Additional panel installation in the bar. Inform painting team Thanard Blue is not the same as Turnbull Blue. Yeah, who would get those mixed up? Noobs. Dock the new paints from the team's pay and fire Fiddly. Fucking Fiddly. Warn Konpeki administration that we need another week to finish up. Says the same thing. Delamain. We've read about Delamain. Speaking of Delamain, you waiting for us, Delamain? Fuck you, TV. Turnbull Blue. That's what happens when you don't give it a bull enough time to breathe. Turnbull Blue. It's a blooper. Hey, I can go back in the bar and it's empty now. Except there's loot in here. Chromanticore. Oh, another bucket! Another dead father. You being serious right now? You're acting like I can't get over this bar? But there's a thingy there that I can loot. Got it. Man, the number of empty buckets here is really alarming. This is like the novelist took a dark, dark turn. The novelist of the dark future. I just got over encumbered. I need to, like, what I need to do is take some of these and disassemble them. At least that one. Reach the elevator to the garage. I like how Jackie's literally bleeding out, and I'm just running around casually reading everything, looting everything, hacking TVs for no reason. Hashtag Elodie. so many buckets. It is like a veritable bucket brigade. Come on, Jackie. Oh, he's not looking good. Can he even get in the elevator? Come on, buddy. You can make it. All we have to do is get to the cab.
Leaking a little.
Delamain will handle everything. Okay, so there's a million people we could fight in here, but we're not going to.
I advise that you waste no time in entering the vehicle.
Oh shit.
Go, go, go!
We should waste no time in entering the vehicle. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
He's hit!
I'm gonna die. I died. You're not really supposed to fight these guys, you're just supposed to run to the car.
Vamos, vamos, vamos!
Alright, I'm gonna vamos. How does that sound?
Leaking a little.
He's a fucking psycho!
I advise that you waste no time in entering the vehicle.
Where the fuck is the vehicle? Oh.
Go, go,
Delamain, got it!
Welcome back. Delamain,
They're opening
problems
fire!
at the door.
We'll have problems if you don't fucking drive! Not bad.
Client feedback noted.
How's our ride looking?
Tip-top. Though alas, we are being pursued.
Sweet fucking Jesus!
Delamain!
Oh shit, it's Adam Smasher.
Please remain calm.
Calm!
Roadblock ahead. I kindly request brace for impact.
Delamain, don't fuck
A
around.
hostile enemy aircraft has a lock on us.
Leave it to me.
Why can't they just give up?
Oh, now I'm getting... Now's not the time to send me texts about a job, Regina. Can I hack that thing? Oh, I can.
Hostile aircraft eliminated.
Phew. You're white as a ghost, Jack.
See? I told you we'd make it.
Uh-oh. Jackie, you'll be okay.
My medical diagnostics indicate that Mr. Wells's condition is critical.
Take us to a river dock, now!
Apologies, but that will not be possible. Our itinerary has been pre-arranged and paid for in advance. I am not at liberty to alter it.
Fuck your liberty! Do what I say!
It's okay, V. Oh, hold out.
I suggest you try to keep Mr. Wells conscious.
It's gonna be alright, huh? You'll see Misty, your mom, everyone you love. Jackie, don't close your eyes.
Misty, I know. She always knew. The biochip.
Well, I don't want that thing in my head.
For me.
No! Hashtag Elodie. If only I hadn't taken so much time on the mission. Damn. Jackie died. Blame Sido.
Mr. Wells has passed. Where shall I take his remains?
What?
The Excelsior package provides for the disposal of passenger remains free of charge. I merely require a destination.
Give me a sec, will you?
What do you mean,
Mr.
Amaranth?
Wells's remains. Where shall I take them?
I want to be with his family.
Mr. Wells's closest blood relative is Guadalupe Alejandra Wells, proprietress of the El Coyote Coho Bar. I will make sure to deliver him safely. Mr. Deshawn awaits you in room number 204.
See you in the major leagues, Jack.
Oh, right. Man, that sucks. I mean, good news is I got a lot of experience points and stuff. We're at the No-Tell Motel. What? Saburo Arasaka murdered by his own son, and in front of our goddamn eyes. Know what, V? Forget what I said about getting into the afterlife. First, we need to find a way to get the fuck out of this shitstorm before Arasaka spec ops jump down our throats. So that's how it ends, at least for me. In the backseat of a limo with hot corporate lead wedged in my gut. You know, all things considered, that ain't a half bad way for a Wells to go. Most sons of Haywood tap out without all those fireworks. But what can I say? Night City's chewed up names way bigger than mine before. Not you, though. You still got work to do. Cut a fat deal. Heh, with Dex in my honor. And don't piss it all away in vain, or I'll be rolling in my grave until I hit the East Coast. I won't give you a minute of goddamn peace, mano. This is the last favor we owe ourselves. I don't want to do your little gig. You're trying to send me a message about a gig. While we're being shot up and dying and shit. %20 more damage with grenades. Gotta head to room 204. Oh, I can sell some shit right here. That's convenient. At least I got a taco. The LatAm Wars. As a direct result of the armed conflicts on U.S. soil from the early 1990s until the early 2000s, Latin America, comprising South and Central America, remodeled itself into a strong federation of independent nations, bound through mutual aid and cooperation. The U.S. military's presence was forced from Latin American territories with the exception of Panama, where it stood its ground despite fierce pressure from guerrilla forces. Many researchers and contemporary historians maintain that in fact the LatAm Wars were responsible for the U.S.'s eventual collapse, breaking up the Gang of Four, CIA, FBI, DEA, and NSA, and decimating the U.S. Army. However, it's important to bear in mind that no external conflict could have toppled the colossus of American imperialism were it not already built on clay foundations. Or a clay nation. Alright, we're gonna sell some of these guns. Got a lot of clothes here. Sell some booze. Some drinks. Coffee with sin milk. Easy beef. Nothing easy about easy beef. Some delicious tacos. None of those are the valuable junk. Break some of this stuff down. Break down all those champagne buckets. The cheese knives. Cheese it, the crafting. Some cufflinks. Some hair wax. A hygiene bag. That doesn't sound like a lovely thing. Some stress balls. Alright. Almost 10K. Unfortunately, we lost our best friend. Protein farms. A report. Protein farms are currently the source of most meat and meat substitute products in Night City. Biotechnica is the clear industry leader, providing for over half of the city's demand for alternative protein. Currently, the most popular, albeit cost-intensive form of production is based on protein-rich crickets, which allow producers to achieve the highest quality protein. Earthworms are available as a cheaper alternative, achieving a higher yield of product per square meter. Yuck. That sounds gross. Can you imagine eating fake meat made out of earthworms and crickets? However, worms pose a more difficult marketing challenge. While crickets have become acceptable, most consumers still bristle at being told to go eat worms.
NCART cannot be held liable for the safety and well-being of its...
Action blocked. Apparently I can't equip any more stuff right now. Still wearing the dirty Militech suit. Bears the visible marks of a long and slow descent to rock bottom. Huh. The suit's like shitty now. It was different before. Head to room 204. The No-Tell Motel. We're talking about Saburo Arasaka.
An unconditional surrender in 1945. According to family accounts, Saburo, gripped by despair and shame, had resolved to commit seppuku, but then changed his mind at the very last moment. Why? No one knows. From the day he nearly took his own life, Saburo Arasaka has refused to speak about his wartime experience with anyone. He devoted his complete attention to one thing alone, his work. Following the death of his father, Sasai Arasaka, in 1960, Saburo assumed control of the family business. Under his direction, their humble company began on its path to becoming a world-leading corporate giant.
Meanwhile, he was neglecting his son and his bucket.
To emerge on the global 500 list. Then in 1996, after the collapse of the United States, it rose to number 2 in the rankings. At the most trying time in our history, Saburo Arasaka provided thousands of Americans with reliable work and helped us regain a sense of our former prosperity. For that, we will always owe him a debt of gratitude. Arigatou gozaimasu, Saburo-san.
They're already memorializing him. He just died a little bit ago. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, my Zoom was bugged. It wasn't working.
I can be anything you want me to be.
I want you to be Jackie Wells. No random vending machine hacking right now. Oh, it's ice time. Look, it's an ice machine. It costs $25 to dispense ice. We sell frozen water. You pay out the ice for it. Bipolar. Official ice time machine. Do I need to go upstairs? I need to go upstairs. No-tell motel. I need to go even more upstairs. A hand fan. In case your hand gets hot. And you don't have fancy fingernails like my guy. No cash, credit chips only. But didn't you guys hear that cash rules everything around me? You can get the money, dollar bills, y'all. The Avian Extermination Act. The AEA was adopted by the Night City Council on May 4th, 2063. Purpose: in the face of increasingly frequent and deadly zoonotic disease outbreaks, the City Council has decided that the most effective method for reducing the risk of infection among residents is via the extermination of all avian life within 18 miles of city limits. The extermination process will begin on May 7th, 2063, once the call and selection of tenders for the contract have been completed. And basically killed off all the birds. All of them. This is a nice place. Seems nice. I would stay here. Alright, well, let's do a hard save here. Bunch more story shit is gonna kick off after this, and I don't want to do it all right now because it's getting kind of late, so we'll save that for the next episode. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Cyberpunk 2077. We'll see you next time.